Hey guys, what's going on? InsidiousSwede back again here for another YouTube video, and welcome to my updated manga collection video. My last one I did was back in January of 2015 when I had 1,000 volumes, and I really thought I wasn't going to get much higher than that, but here we are 16 months later sitting at 1,300 volumes. And yeah, guys, I really appreciate all of your support, your comments, your likes, your subscription. It means a lot to me, more than I ever thought it would. And you guys have been requesting this video for a long time now, for a couple months at least, so very excited to make it for you. Hopefully you enjoy. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on each individual series, just because if I did that, the video would be over an hour long. So I'll briefly mention stuff that I want to talk about, and other stuff I'll just kind of go through. So hopefully you enjoy. Thank you for watching, and let's get into it. Alright, so to start off, we're first going to go over my two main bookshelves here, starting in the top left. And none of these series are going to be in any particular order, just kind of how they fit on the bookshelves. To start off, we have Black Bullet, Volumes 1 and 2, Kaguru Daze, Horimiya, a series I'm going to start pretty soon, Durarara Volume 1, Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon 1 through 4, Livingstone 1 and 2, this is done by the same creators as Deadman Wonderland, pretty good series so far. The Devil is a Part-Timer, Watamote, I'll leave it at that, 1 to 5. Ninja Slayer Kills, not that great, but the action's pretty decent. Then Noragami 1 through 12, one of the best ongoing shonen series in my opinion. And then I also have this volume 1 of Noragami Stray Stories, which is basically just a collection of the short stories collected in the regular volumes. Forget Me Not Volume 1, A Silent Voice 1 through 5, and then The Seven Deadly Sins 1 through 10. Alright, next shelf is BTOOOM Volumes 1 through 13. A very good series, and definitely gets a lot more interesting when we get into the second story arc right here. Amazing story. I'll admit it's a lot like Battle Royale, but definitely has its own unique elements as well. My Hero Academia 1 through 3. Food Wars, Shokugeki no Soma 1 through 11. Basically a battle manga, but with food and beautiful artwork. Really good series. One Punch Man 1 through 5. Twin Star Exorcists 1 through 4. Blue Exorcist 1 to 13. And then School Judgment Volumes 1 and 2. Alright, next shelf we have Attack on Titan Before the Fall 1 through 3. This isn't complete, but I doubt I'll ever complete it. It's not that amazing. However, No Regrets 1 and 2, which is complete. This is Levi's backstory, and that's definitely a lot better. And then the irregular Attack on Titan series 1 to 18. Muho and Roji, Bureau of Supernatural Investigation 1 and 2. World Trigger 1 through 5. Seraph of the End 1 to 4. Nisekoi False Love 1 to 12. Been falling behind on this series, but I'm kind of just waiting for it to finish, and then I'll probably marathon through it. Tiger and Bunny 1 and 2, Your Lie in April 1 and 2. Definitely check out the anime. That was amazing. I really enjoyed watching that. I'll probably still collect the manga and just go through the series again that way. And then Real Account Volume 1. Alright, next up is Yotsuba Volume 1. Definitely need more Yotsuba. Magi 1 to 12. Also falling behind on Magi. Deadman Wonderland 1 to 13. This is complete. Really good series. I also have a review for it if you want to check that out. Bakuman 1 to 20, complete. Another amazing series about the manga industry. One of the better shonen series ever written out there. And then Assassination Classroom 1 to 6. Alright, next shelf here we have Slam Dunk 1 to 31. This is the complete series. The best-selling sports manga in the history of manga, and I'm surprised how underrated it is outside of Japan. Amazing series, beautiful artwork. I've read it multiple times. Very good series, definitely worth checking out. Claymore 1 to 16. Manga Dogs 1 to 3 complete. To be honest, don't bother with it. It wasn't that good. Log Horizon Volume 1. This is the manga, but I would say either stick to the light novels or the anime. This is definitely not worth it. And then the first Genshiken Omnibus. Alright, next up is Toriko 1 to 33. This is the best ongoing shonen battle manga currently. Amazing series. Toriko, Komatsu, two of the best protagonists I've seen in shonen manga. One of my personal favorites as well. Siren 1 to 16, a lot like Bleach, but very enjoyable. Oh, and it is complete. And then Akame ga Kill 1 to 4, not that great in my opinion. Alright, next up we have Hunter x Hunter 1 to 26. I'll admit, the anime is amazing. I loved it. I've been recently watching it, and I think it's probably the superior way to enjoy the series, but definitely check out the manga. It is still pretty good, but the artwork really kind of ruins it for me. Sankareya 1 to 8, Tagami Bachi Volume 1, Dengeki Daisy 1 to 16 complete, one of the few shoujo series in my collection. The Heroic Legend of Arsland 1 and 2, Cross Game 1 through 8 complete, really good slice of life baseball manga. Blood Lad 1 to 5, these are 2-in-1s. Parasyte 1 to 8 complete, another amazing seinen series. Nura Rise of the Yokai Clan 1 to 17, pretty underwhelming, but it's okay, I guess. Alright, down here at the very bottom we have Eye Shield 21, we have 1 to 26. I'm missing 27, that one's kind of hard to get, and then I have 28 through 30, and then 31 to 37 is the rest of the series, though I'm currently missing that. We have The Drifting Classroom 1 to 11, that's complete. Soul Eater 1 to 5, Yu-Gi-Oh 1 and 2, and then Eyes, that's 1 to 3, and then up top here we have 4 to 6, 7 to 8, 10 to 12, and then 13 to 15, which is the complete series of Eyes. That was pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot more when I first read through it, but now I don't really have the same opinion of it. It's okay, but the ending was pretty bad. And then the last one on the shelf is Ultimo 1 to 5. That's also pretty good, but it just takes forever to release. Alright, last shelf here we have Hikaru No Go 1 to 23 complete. Another amazing series with the same artist is a series like Bakuman and Death Note. One of my personal favorites and one of the more underrated titles in my collection. Kimi ni Todoke 1 to 4, one of the other few shoujo series. And then Opart's Hunter 1 to 4 and Fairy Tail 1 to 6. Alright, that's going to do it for the first two shelves. And I'll see you over on the next one. Alright, so starting off with the next shelf, first thing I wanted to show is this. It is Osamu Tezuka's 10-cent manga, The Mysterious Underground Men. Very happy to have this. I don't know if it's still in print or not, but it's definitely one of my favorite things in the collection. I kind of have it on display up here. I read it, really enjoyed it. Osamu Tezuka, of course, the godfather of manga. Definitely need more of his work, but this is one of the few things I do have in my collection from him. Just wanted to show that off really quick. Now moving on into this shelf here that used to have my Blu-rays on it that has now been replaced by manga. First things, we have the Dark Horse Omnibuses. We have the Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service Volume 1, Lone Wolf and Cub 1 to 3, Chobits 1 and 2, this is complete. And then this Astro Boy volume here, also by Osamu Tezuka, but I'll be completely honest, this is a really bad quality manga series. If you want to read Astro Boy, I'm sure there's better forms out there. It's so badly made that it's just not worth it. Hopefully we see a better printing of Astro Boy someday, but that's not it. Next up, we go into my 7 Seas manga. We have Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer, Orange, the Complete Collection, Volume 1, Hour of the Zombie, Mushoku Tensei, which has actually been pretty good. I heard the light novel was probably a lot better, which is probably true, but I've been enjoying the manga. Tomodachi X Monster, Volume 1, A Certain Scientific Railgun 1 and 2, Claylord, definitely not worth it, pretty bad. The Ancient Magus Bride 1 through 3, really good series. Defrag Volume 1, and then Akuma no Riddle, also not really worth it. And then Servant Volume 1. Now on to my vertical stuff here. We have Prophecy 1 through 3 complete, pretty good series. I just had this in my top 10 underrated manga in my collection. Knights of Sidonia 1 through 6, pretty good series so far. I just started collecting it again, need to get the rest of it. No Longer Human, another series on my underrated manga list. This is amazing and also very hard to get, unfortunately, but if you can get your hands on it, definitely do so. It's amazing. Ajin Demi-Human 1 through 7. Witchcraft Works 1 through 3. The Flowers of Evil 1 to 11. It was okay. It's pretty messed up, to be honest. And I kind of lost interest in it about volume 7 and 8, so I actually haven't finished it yet. I'm on volume 10, but it's pretty good. The Garden of Words complete series. Tokyo ESP Volume 1, A Girl on the Shore by Ennio Asano, and then also have Volume 1 of My Neighbor Seki, which a lot of people seem to enjoy, but I just haven't really been able to get into it, unfortunately. Alright, the few Tokyo Pop series I have in my collection, I have Dragon Head 1 to 10 complete, and then the first 10 volumes of GTO. I'm holding out for a reprint, but I doubt we'll ever get one. Alright, next up is Berserk 1 to 34. Amazing manga, one of my favorite series of all time, one of the best seinens ever created. Definitely a must-own for any collector. Also done by the same mangaka, Kentaro Miura, we have Giganto Maxia, which I haven't read yet. This is a 1-volume series. Next up, though, is Gantz 1 to 21. The first arc was pretty good. Second arc lost a lot of interest, to be honest. And I've only gotten 1 volume of the third arc. I doubt I'll get any more, unfortunately. It was okay for what it was, and the art's really strong as well, but just not really amazing. Male, Volume 1, Old Boy 1 to 3, Eden, It's an Endless World 1 and 2, Drifters 1 and 2, and then kind of shoved in the corner over here is Dangan Ranpa Volume 1. Alright, next shelf here we have the Lychee Light Club Complete Series. Now this is messed up. Honestly, I couldn't even finish it. It's honestly not that good even. But it might be for you if you like really fucked up things, but personally, I just couldn't finish it. Next up is Time Killers, done by the same mangaka who does Blue Exorcist. And then gray is 1 to 3. The Rising of the Shield Hero, this is a light novel here. Sword Art Online Aincrad, Tropic of the Sea by Satoshi Kon, 5 centimeters per second, and then also Satoshi Kon's Opus, which isn't completed, of course, because he passed away before he finished this, but still a pretty good thing to own for a collection. Next up is Naruto, of course, one of the big 3. I technically have the first 21 volumes collected in those 3-in-1s, but I don't keep them in my main collection, so I have Naruto 21 all the way down there to 71, and then 72 is up here. Complete, of course. Amazing series. Glad to see it end, and the ending was really enjoyable as well. Down here, Shaman King, we have 1 to 26, and then 27 to 32. And then Yu Yu Hakusho, 1 to 8, and 9 to 11. Definitely want to complete Yu Yu Hakusho, but I'll probably watch the anime first. Alright, last shelf here we have the Pokemon Adventures first box set, Volume 1 of the Legend of the Galactic Heroes light novel. The 2 first Rising of the Shield Hero manga volumes, and then the first 5 black editions for Death Note, which is volumes 1 to 10. I am missing the last volume for it, but I've already read the series like 3 or 4 times through, so I'm in no particular rush. So that is going to do it for this shelf, guys. On to the final shelf. Alright, so before I actually get into all this manga right here, I do have 2 things on the side really quick. First up, as you can see, we have Bleach 1 to 66. This is all that is currently out for it right now, and unfortunately I have to stack it on the ground because I have no other spot for it. And then, of course, right behind it, we have One Piece Volume 76 all the way down to 1 as well. I think I'm actually missing a couple volumes of One Piece now, but as you can see, it is all there. It is all stacked up on the ground. Hopefully one day we can change that and actually have a spot for it on a shelf, but for right now, those 2 series do have to be there. Anyways, now on to the last shelf. First thing up top, we have the Fullmetal Alchemist box set 1 to 27. Amazing manga. The first volume of Showa, A History of Japan. Buddha 1 to 8. The first 3 Ultimate Editions of Battle Royale right there. a couple extra volumes of Blade of the Immortal, and then Akira Volume 1. And now for the first row, we have Gyo Volume 1 by Junji Ito. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Phantom Blood Part 1, Volumes 1 to 3. It's a mouthful. I've been underwhelmed by JoJo so far, but I do plan on collecting more of it. All You Need Is Kill, of course. This is based off of a light novel that also has a Hollywood film adaptation called Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Really good volume, and the ending in most of the series actually is different from the movie, so it is a unique experience by itself. Message to Adolf 1 and 2 complete. Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin 1 to 6. Highest quality manga out there to buy in English print, so definitely check this one out, especially if you're a fan of mechs. Vinland Saga 1 to 7. My personal favorite series of all time. I just love Vinland Saga. I could go on for hours about it, but I will just say that if you haven't checked out Vinland Saga yet, definitely give it a chance. Ubo Blatt Volume 1 or 0 and 1 rather. A lot like Berserk, but not as good. And then Until Death Do Us Part Volume 1. Alright, next up we have some Inio Asano. We have Solanin Complete Series, Goodnight Pun Pun Volume 1, and then What a Wonderful World Volumes 1 and 2. Inio Asano, definitely a great mangaka to check out. Saturn Apartments 1 to 5, kind of been underwhelming so far. It's only going to be a couple more volumes after this as well, so I'll probably collect the rest of it soon. Pluto 1 to 8, amazing series by Naoki Urasawa. You'll see a lot of him upcoming, but this is the first work I've completely read through. Amazing series. Planets by Makoto Yukimura, who also does Vinland Saga, and then another Urasawa work, Monster. We have 1 to 7, which is the first 14 volumes, because these are the 2-in-1 perfect editions. Barakamon Volumes 1 to 7, my current favorite slice of life manga out there. Beautiful artwork, great story. Really check this one out if you haven't yet. Tokyo Ghoul 1 to 5. Dogs 1 to 3, or the first 4 volumes. Next up, Love at 14 Volume 1. Biomega 1 to 4, Master Keaton 1 to 4. Now this does say Naoki Urasawa, but it's only drawn by him, so keep that in mind if you're going to check out Master Keaton. Terraform Mars 1 to 6, Ikigami 1 to 4, Resident Evil The Marawa Desire 1 to 5, complete series. Great gore in here, great zombie series. Though I'd recommend checking this one out if you're a fan of the franchise, otherwise I might stay away. After School Charisma 1 to 4, Ultraman 1 to 3, Gangsta 1 and 2, definitely want to read this one, but it's been on hiatus now, so I'm kind of holding off on it. Dorohedoro 1 and 2, Yowamushi Pedal Volume 1, and then of course another Urasawa work right here, 20th Century Boys Volumes 1 to 20. I am missing 2 volumes, and then of course the epilogue 21st Century Boys, but a great series so far. I'm currently reading it. It's been amazing so far. Alright, down here we have The House of 5 Leaves 1 and 2, and then another series I'm currently reading, Blade of the Immortal by Hiroki Samura. Also a incredible manga masterpiece. I have 1 to 20, and then 22 and 25. This one has been fantastic, and if you don't want to try to get these volumes, because they kind of are a little bit hard to get, you can hold off, and in January of 2017 you can get a omnibus series for this collection for Blade of the Immortal, so definitely check that one out if you're not into picking up these volumes. Black Lagoon Volume 1, Real 1 to 13, Carnival Volume 1, don't waste your time on it, it just wasn't that good. Doubt Volume 1, Daiwa Gelder, done by the same mangaka who does Blade of the Immortal. Inuyashiki 1 to 3, also the same person who does Gantz, does this series. Shaman Warrior, this is a manhwa, so Korean manga. Judge 1 and 2, March Story Volume 1, and then Jormungand Volume 1. And then for the last shelf of my collection, we do have my Vizbigs. So first off, Dragon Ball 1 to 5, Dragon Ball Z 1 to 6, and then 7 to 9 are right there. And then finally, one of the greatest mangas ever written is Vagabond 1 to 6, and then 7 to 12 with the scrolling art on the spines. Amazing series, guys. And yeah, that's the collection. So really quick, let's do a pan over of it one last time. 1,300 volumes in about 4 years. you know, thank you for sticking with me if you stuck around this long. Hopefully you enjoyed, hopefully got something out of this video, but anyways guys, thank you for watching. I'm InsidiousSwede, and until next time, take care.